Hello, parents. I'm creating a tutorial because I know there's a few of you that are still struggling to access certain things like our live videos. There are some people who are struggling to even view the live videos. And then there are some people that are struggling to view anything because their pages are being blocked. So, the first thing I want you guys to do is some of you, and it could be accidental or intentional, but you have to change this feature on your computer. When you open your browser, and in a previous video, I recommended using Google Chrome. That means if you're using Edge or Safari, you might not have the most compatible browser. But if you're having problems with pop ups, meaning like you're trying to open something, but it just refuses to load, you're going to look for, I call these three dots a snowman, but these three dots or somewhere on your screen is going to give you a settings option, especially if you're on a Google Chromebook or if you're on an iPad. And under that, you're looking for something that says cookies, and some of you have blocked your third party cookies, which means that if there's a pop-up, you can't see it, which prevents you from seeing things on the site. So you want to select allow all cookies. So that way, when you open things on this remote platform, it will actually launch. So that's step number one. Step number two, your child's lunch ID and their student number basically gets them into everything, but the password, that's where it gets a little mushy. So in order to get on the platform that you're on right now, you had to do your student's lunch number and then virtual, the number 4. However, to access everything else, you have to do your child's lunch number and at stugcsnc.com. And I'm going to go again and show you exactly where that is. So I just clicked on the tab getting started. And there is a video walking you through these steps. But I want to make sure you understand that when you click on student login and student links and information, you're here. This is what you logged on to get here. And it says ask your teacher because we've changed this. So your password, to my knowledge, is virtual 4. If that's not it, ask your teacher, Miss Mason, and she'll update you or give you the most current password. The second thing is this is what gets you into Teams. So if you're trying to log into Teams and you're like, I can't get in, it says I'm not a part of the organization, you need your child's GCS email to log into basically everything. So I really encourage you to do that. You're going to need their student ID. This hashtag, this pound sign stands for number. So their lunch number and then at stu.gcsnc.com. You need that to get into everything. And then their birthday. Some of you are going to type that in, and then you're going to get a screen that looks like this. This is Zscaler. It's just basically a protection. You're going to get a little box that looks like that. That's just Guilford County's way of making sure that you are really have Guilford County credentials. We have a lot of children and employee important information. So if you get this window, if you're at home, just again, type in your child's number at stu.gcsnc.com and their birthday, no slashes. That's how you get into everything, like all things. If you're like, oh, you posted a video, I can't see it, it's probably going to prompt you to type in this information in their birthday. This is different and separate than Google Apps, which I also think, go ahead, log into everything again if you can. So your child has access to all of these, and we'll explore these wonderful apps later in the year. But for right now, let's just get us in. Again, you're going to log into their student ID at mygcsnc.com and their birthday. This is different than this. This is at STU, which is your go-to. For their Google, it's at mygcsnc.com and their birthday. The rest of these sites are just things that you have access to. So if you're wondering, like, how do I get into these different sites? Why can't I get into this? So why can't I log into Microsoft Teams? Why can't I see a live lesson? You need that student username and birth date to do so. The next thing I want to show you that some of us have access to and others do not. On our home screen, I've noticed, in fact, let me go back. before I open any of our assignments or anything like that. So here's an icon before you ever log into Canvas. I think that everybody, if you want to make your life easier, log into Clever first. Now, there's a disclaimer. I'm about to open Clever. Some of you still do not have access to Clever, and the county is working on it. I submitted a ticket for everybody today. So if you have this, I suggest that you start every single day, anytime you ever log in, before you even check in with the teacher, log into Clever first. The other thing that you want to log in, this is your home. This is like the Bible for math. The teacher is going to start uploading things called Great Minds, videos, even things that you can download and upload, and they're going to come from here. However, once again, you need that student at your student number at stu.gcsnc.com. This is great because it gives you all of the videos, all of the lessons, and it has a copy that students can edit and write in. It also toggles to different languages, so they have English and Spanish, but you can't access this unless you have already, once you sign in once with the student number and at STU, you're great. The other option that again might be coming, but you might not have yet, is the ARC bookshelf. Same thing as the student number, STU, and the birth date gets you in. Look at all these wonderful ebooks. I mean, like tons and tons of free ebooks. And whatever level your child started with last year, if they were in the ARC program, they can just pick off right from there and read these books. And it's a really awesome resource because it's endless. But again, you have to log into that Clever icon. I would start here. Zearn is something I'm sure you guys are familiar with. All of this is a one-click situation, but you have to log into your child's student number at STU to get access to all of this. That's the only way. And I would log in here first before I ever truly went to Canvas. So now once I'm here, a lot of you were saying you had issues with trying to get into some of the lessons. It might be because you have to log into Clever Apps first. I've noticed that if I don't log into Clever Apps first. So the other thing I want to show you, this is a video from yesterday that I've uploaded that you can go back and watch. You're going to have to open it to make it a little bit bigger. This video for some of you might not work because you haven't logged into your child's account. So once you log in, student number STU, you'll be able to view it. But without it, you can't. Another thing is, without that Clever InSync, you can't log in. So I hope this helped.